Greetings and salutations again. Dapper Nerd here. Well, against my better judgment and against my own promise to myself, I went and did it. I watched all the Man of Steel TV spots. I think they're up to 10 now. I watched them all yesterday. I found one video on YouTube that had most of them all together. Apparently they were in like 30-second little segments, each one focusing on, various themes of the movie, various characters. And then a couple of creative people out there went ahead and compiled them all together into one. I think there's one video out there that's like almost 4 minutes long. Anyway, I don't even think that one had all. If the rumor's true, if there's 8 or 10 now, I think I watched. Maybe I did watch up to 8. I can't remember, but I sure as heck didn't watch up to 10. My memory is a little foggy right now. It was a busy day today at work. Anyway, so two things with this video. One, I'm just going to recap really quickly these TV spots, and then no bull. This will be my last word on Man of Steel until it comes out, and I will do a review on it. A couple of people commented on one of my other videos asking if I was going to do a review, or I think one guy said he'd like me to. So yeah, I'm going to do a review on it. I might see it a few times first. I'm definitely going to see it twice. If it's really awesome, I'm going to go see it 3 times. I'll probably wind up seeing it like 10 times if it's awesome. So yeah, I'm going to do a review on it. But again, this is my final. To the people of Earth, this is General Zod. This will be my final transmission regarding Man of Steel. This is it. I'm not watching anything else. I don't care what else comes out. My promise to myself now, my double dog promise is, or my triple dog promise is, I ain't watching nothing else. That's it. Okay, so that being said, stamped, signed, delivered, my impression of all of those TV spots taken as a whole, well, pretty much just reconfirms my reconfirmation of my original confirmation that my sense, my gut feeling, my intestinal, visceral sense of Man of Steel is that it is going to be the one. You're the one, Neo. This is going to be the real deal. This is going to be the Man of Steel that looks the architect right in the eye and goes, I'm the one because I choose to be. Alright, enough goofiness. I'm pretty giddy about what I saw in those TV spots. If those 3 awesome trailers weren't enough, then we get this, these really sweet tasting little tidbits, these little morsels from the TV spots. I mean, off the top of my head, you know what? I'm not even going to go into it in too much detail. I'm just going to say this. You can tell I'm usually not a person who's tongue-tied. I'm usually not a person who's at a loss for words. And later on, after the movie comes out and I've seen it a couple times and I have some time to, engage in what, is commonly called sober reflection, I will present a nice video. But right now, I don't know, man. I feel like a kid in a candy store. I'm not going to lie, to put it in the popular vernacular. I ain't going to lie, dog. I'm feeling pretty good about this movie. The image that stuck in my mind out of all of them in those TV spots, and there were a lot that stuck in my mind, but the imagery in this movie just looks fantastic, which should come as no surprise because it's Zack Snyder. But the image that really stuck into my mind, like a splinter, like a glass shard, was Superman hovering over a battalion of army guys, of soldiers, all of them standing or crouching behind their Humvees and their tanks and their jeeps, a whole regiment of soldiers with all of their weapons trained on Clark, who's hovering anywhere, I don't know, between maybe 12 and 15 feet in the air, majestically, angelically, just hovering there. It is an awesome scene, and it's emblematic of Superman because this is him. This is Superman in his most pristine state. Godlike, majestic, strong, fearless, but with a certain benign look in his eye as he's looking over these humans, these people who he considers himself to be one of, but knowing that he is not, and having to balance that in his mind, and he's just overlooking them, or he's hovering over them, almost with this. It's a very delicate mixture of kindness and even pity. Because how could you not have some degree of pity for us if you're Superman, if you try to get into his head and see how he sees us? It's not condescension. It's not condescension at all. It's a sense of pity that comes from a good place, and that image was beautifully captured. That just, man, I'll tell you what, I've seen a lot of images from this movie that have blown me away, and that one just nailed the final in the coffin for me. And then even Larry Fishburne's voiceover, it matches it beautifully. He says, it's probably not going to be what he says, the line of dialogue is probably not going to be in that exact spot in the movie. That's probably just for the trailer. But what he says is, imagine if you looked up in the sky and saw this. Exactly. They're treating this really seriously, man. Some other things, Zod lifting Clark's mother, Martha Kent, in the air by the neck, I think, if I saw that right. Whoa. Making things personal there, man. When I saw that, I was like, oh, snap. Like, that is something I don't think we've ever seen in any Superman stories before, where General Zod goes after Ma Kent. Boy, he's got some cajones, man. So this is going to make stuff personal, dude. And when I saw that, I thought, oh, yeah. Even though I felt for Ma Kent. I mean, I wanted to come to her rescue and, punch Zod in the mouth. So I'll end it like this. The imagery is fantastic. There's just way too much for me to even really begin to talk about it in the way that it deserves. But suffice it to say that when the movie comes out, I'll do a review, maybe a week or so after, and I'll probably cut it up into 10-minute segments because I know people don't generally like to, watch videos beyond 10 minutes. That's why I always try to keep mine under 10. But for today, I just wanted to let everyone know that I did watch those TV spots. At least I watched, I think, 5 to 8 of them. And that was the image that stuck with me the most. Iconic Superman image. And really showed me that they're taking this material seriously. They're taking this character seriously. And God bless them for it, man. God. We really need a good Superman movie for our generation, and this is going to be the one. Now, saying that, in my next video, which I'll make in a few minutes, I'm going to talk about the Christopher Reeve Superman movie, the original, Superman the movie, because I have some thoughts on that one. And I'll tie it to Man of Steel in one very particular way. So, again, this is it for my analysis of the Man of Steel trailers. And if you're like me and you love Superman and you just can't wait for the 14th of June to get here, man, I hope you love this movie. I hope it's everything that you've hoped and dreamed that it would be. Take care. And see you in about, 5 minutes. Bye.